Working on my fishing boat. I bought this in 1994, so I believe it's 28 years I've owned this boat. It was the first brand new major purchase I ever did. I think I might have been 24, but regardless, I've been playing around with it for the last week or so, trying to get it ready for this year's salmon fishing, which is something we've been doing way more than 28 years. But I built this gantry for the electric anchor winch. But the idea behind this is you need to have as much weight on the end of the line as possible and as little line as possible. The water's only about 6 feet deep, but if somebody hooks a fish and you've got 30 feet of anchor line out, it takes a long time to get it out of the way because that guy hooking a fish, he's got that fish wants to go anywhere. It could tangle up in the line real easy. You won't be getting that fish in if it tangles in the anchor. Yeah, I built this last week or what it is. Anyways, but I made this platform. Underneath here, there's a big plate to disperse the stress of the weight from all that anchor chain. As I was doing that too, I worked on a central console for primarily I wanted it for the battery and the gas tank, and then the cooler was an afterthought, but it's kind of a good afterthought because we've always got something cold to drink, food and whatnot. But I added a remote start and a remote stop. The motor originally was just a pull start. I added a flywheel and a starter. It works just fine. I can still shut the motor off using the kill switch on the tiller. It works fine on that aspect. Going around, I have a motor lift as well. This little button here controls this Panther lift. These Panther lifts are pretty handy. Most people are aware that smaller outboards don't have hydraulic lift. This is just a linear actuator with a small DC motor, and it works quite well. The only thing I have to say bad about it is they did not do a very good job on sealing the motor to the C face of the drive. I think this is my second or third motor. I try to seal it, but water gets in there. They're simple though, so do that. But over here, this is where the control is. But yeah, we can get that motor out of the water for the same reason we get the anchor out of the water. You got a fish coming underneath the boat. He's going to cut on that prop so quick, and you're done again. But yeah, I just finished up my wiring. I was tired of tripping over all that, so I routed everything down and underneath the ribs, and then up and around. So all this space here is nice for standing or sitting. We use camp chairs; they're handy. I like to stand while I'm steering. It's just the river can be hazardous if you're not paying attention. And of course, like I said, 28 years later, our balance is never as good as it was when we were 24. So that makes a nice handhold to grab onto when things are sketchy. The control for the electric winch. But yeah, over here, in the corner over here, is where the double acting solenoid lives, and then there's a relay array that is remotely controlled, or this controller remotely controls the relay. That way, no wires are needed. We've got two. One guy in the front has one guy in the back has one. These things are $18 on Amazon. I use them for so many different things. I actually thought about using one of these for the motor lift, and I could carry it in my hand, but it's fine. The motor lift works good the way it is. Let's see, what else can I say? But yeah, this boat, I've had so much fun with it, and I've done so many different things with it. You see all the holes in the transom? All these are ideas over the last years that either liked or didn't like, or I changed. But now I'm hoping this is the way I'm going to keep it. I like this a lot. It's out of the way. There's plenty of room to walk around it when you're fighting a salmon. You know, just pretty handy. I don't know if there's anything else I missed. You're welcome to ask in the comments, but this is just my guided ramblings after playing around with this thing for 28 years. Thank you for watching.